see your hands. Burger, get on the ground. Get on the ground. Get on the ground right here. Get on the ground. You, burgundy shirt, get on the ground. Over here. On the ground. On the ground. Get on the ground. Do you not listen? Get on the ground. Get on the ground.
This is Officer David Lance Dukes, and yes, that is his real name, with his service weapon already drawn on a random bystander, and the alleged suspect, while responding to a 911 call that accused the man in the burgundy shirt, who just got stomped on, of trying to get into one of these homes while armed with a firearm himself.
There's a gun behind me. There's a gun, I believe, behind me.
I ain't got no gun, nothing.
Put your hands behind your back. Is there a gun back there?
Ain't no gun.
By that truck.
Ain't no gun.
We then hear another officer, as well as the suspect, Clarence Gaillard, both say that there was no firearm around in the first place. Something to keep in mind.
You're not listening, dude.
This is what Officer Dukes is referring to, stomping on Gaillard's head to force him into the pavement while he was already complying and posing no threat to Dukes. Gaillard apparently wasn't moving fast enough to Dukes' liking, even though he was moving as fast as he could, since he has a surgical rod and pins through his leg, knee, and hip from a previous car accident, just making Dukes' brutality that much more egregious.
Really? You got a gun on you, man?
No, I ain't got no gun.
Right,
I
I'm
don't
just
want no gun.
He had something.
I ain't want no gun.
The door's unlocked, the car, so.
No, he was right here. Watch him. Go watch him. There it is.
I don't want no gun.
All right, that's what he had.
The alleged firearm just turned out to be a small baton wrapped in duct tape Gaillard uses to protect himself from stray dog attacks in the area. It's also important to note at this point that the original 911 caller, a relative of Gaillard's, later told police that she never saw Gaillard with a firearm.
All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. All right.
Yep.
Listen.
Yep, they slammed my head
Listen.
down on the cement. Yep.
Go back inside. Go back in the house. Go back in the house. Ain't nobody talking to you.
I got head drummer.
Go back in the house.
Yep. Y'all bust my head down. Yeah, I've been in an accident. Yep. Y'all bust my head down. You throw me down.
I sure did. You wasn't listening.
Yep. No, it ain't. You ain't to throw me down like that. I'm disability.
Okay.
I got head problem. Yep. You throw me down. Yep. You throw me down. You throw me down. Yep. You bust my head down on the cement. Bust my head down on the cement.
He was in front of the car when I came up. And he was walking like this. And I thought it was a gun at first. I said, drop the gun, drop the gun, drop the gun, drop the gun. I had him at gunpoint. And he's over here doing something like this.
You slammed my head. You slammed my head.
What he was doing is
down
putting
in
this up behind the
cement.
tire. So he comes over right here. He got his hands in his pockets. I'm telling him, let me see your hands, let me see your hands, let me see your
Why you
hands.
bust my head then?
He wasn't listening.
No, it ain't.
He got the, like this right here,
You grabbed me.
and we went onto the ground.
And you bust my head down
That's what
on the cement.
It's not surprising at all. Dukes lied to his colleagues about stomping on Gaillard's head and changed his story to paint Gaillard as the aggressor, thus justifying his brutality.
There ain't nothing over here wanting to press charges on.
Who called?
I'm not sure.
Take him out of cuffs right now. I mean, because that's what we
You're
got.
going to have to use it for us.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Slam my head down.
Dude, I didn't know what his
You
intention
use
was.
it for us. You need to have a look at the camera.
Alright.
The officer did wrong. Slam my head down. Bust my forehead.
Mayor, I'm going to take that into evidence of what he had.
What?
Well, I mean, you know, that's the reasons I did what I did. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm coming from.
No gun or nothing.
Because when he was behind the truck, I couldn't see what he was doing. And I didn't know where.
There ain't nothing there.
Where that went? If it was still in his
He
pockets when he come around that car with his hands in his pockets.
dozed off.
Got it on camera.
Yeah, my
All
dog
right, that's fine.
The look on Sergeant Mayer's face when asked about putting the stick into evidence is a dead giveaway that Duke seems to be on his own and isn't getting the help he's fishing for. Most likely because Mayer and the other officers on the scene know that Dukes' misconduct is all on camera.
Officer slammed my forehead down in the cement.
Okay.
In the wrong foot.
Did you consciousness?
Yeah. Listen.
Dukes, can I get a card from you?
I don't have one there.
Okay,
We don't have.
what's your
They
badge
don't give us cards.
Okay, what's your badge number?
1059.
Let me see if I can get my phone. Hold on.
Hold on, we have cards.
I get ready.
All right,
Okay.
it's in the blood center. Okay.
Thank
Like
you.
go to hospital?
Yeah.
Sergeant Aquele Polidor deserves a shout out not only for the death stare she gave Dukes when he tried to dodge identifying himself, but for playing a key role in bringing Dukes to justice for what he subjected Gaillard to. Polidor reportedly did some actual police work by de-escalating the sitch and working with Gaillard and the other man to sort out medical attention and get their side of the story. In her official report, Polidor blasted Dukes and Mayer's handling of the reports, calling out Dukes for lying about his use of force report and the disrespect he directed towards Polidor for not lying on her report on his behalf, as is what is expected apparently from fellow law enforcement. Clarence Gaillard was awarded $650,000 after settling his suit against the city of Orangeburg, but that sum won't be paid out by Dukes himself or the department, but rather through the city's insurance carrier, which is sadly expected, but something that must change if we ever want to hold law enforcement truly accountable. Local outlet WCBD reported that Dukes was surprisingly fired immediately following the investigation into his body cam footage and was even hit with first-degree assault and battery charges. But while said charges were filed well over 2 years ago, court records show that Dukes has seemingly yet to face any legal or criminal consequences for brutalizing Gaillard, still walking the streets as a free man, still not paying the price for trying to rob the freedom of another person.